Hey there, welcome into Huffman's Headlines. It is Thursday, July 18th, 2019. Hope you're feeling good. It's going to be a great weekend. 90% of Americans will be somewhere where it's 90 degrees or above. So make sure that you're staying hydrated and staying safe out there and enjoying summer. This is summer. It's finally arrived, right? So I've got my 10-minute clock set here for Huffman's Headlines, and we're going to start right now. And I want to start, if you didn't get to see it yesterday, CBS This Morning's Gayle King interviewed the Squad. The Squad, of course, is Representatives Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez from New York, Ilhan Omar from Massachusetts, Rashida Tlaib from Michigan, and Ayanna Pressley from Massachusetts. Those are the four freshman women that make up Congress's The Squad. They've been in a Twitter war that has erupted over the last, really, 48 hours with the President of the United States. So, Gayle King sat down with him yesterday, or sat down with him this week. It aired yesterday morning, and it was a decent interview. Can't say that it was a bad interview. I think Gayle could have pressed him a little more, pressured them a little more for some answers, but more so, about 4 minutes and 45 seconds into that interview, Representative Omar said, and I'm going to quote her here, quote, "We are a disruption to the business as usual." We are a disruption to the business as usual. These four women, I think part of their issue that they're having is they have that millennial mentality, that they have been sent somewhere to disrupt the system. And that's not quite true. This is not hotels, this is not taxis, this is democracy. And the system that is democracy is not broken. Unfortunately for all of us, and this keeps playing out, it's the people that we send to represent us and to protect our democracy. It's the people that are broken. It's the people that are misguided. And that's what's ruining the system, which is democracy. Democracy's fine. It works when there are good people who take this job seriously, because right now I don't see them taking this job seriously. It feels like everybody, including the president, they're on an ego trip right now. This is all about folks' egos. It's about their Twitter followers. It's about their Facebook friends, their Instagram followers. That is what it seems to be important right now, and that's going to ruin America. Americans who don't give a damn about Twitter and social media, who have to pay bills, find jobs, and maintain their cars, their homes, make sure their kids are fed, those people do not care about the Twitter war between the president and the Squad. And all parties involved, all parties need to take a step back and get it together, because you're there to get stuff done, and nothing's getting done right now. I don't think anything's gotten done over the last decade. The only thing that's gotten done is rich people have gotten richer, and all of our goods and our services and merchandise have gotten more expensive, and people can't afford it anymore. And you send people like these four women whose hearts are in the right place, you send them thinking they're going to do something about it. Instead, all we hear from them, all we see of them, tweeting, Facebook Lives. I don't need any of that. I need you to do your job. Do your job for your district. Do your job and find out what is in the best interest of the American people, and let's move forward. But we can't move forward because we're tweeting every day. Everybody wants to have their own ego on showcase on social media. And because of that, we can't get anything done. And the rest of the American people that don't get to be rich and famous and sit in high places and powerful places, we all lose. We're the only losers in this. The rest of the American people. And for that, the Squad, that interview, the President of the United States, right now, we continue to give a Huffman thumbs down. Everybody gets a thumbs down in this until you all stop squabbling like middle school students and get your work done. And if you don't like that, what you can do is you can leave Congress. If you don't like that, you can leave the White House, you can leave the Senate. You ain't got to go wherever. You ain't going to go home. You ain't going to go to where your origins are, but you got to get out of our way. You all are in our way. You're in the American people's way. And it's time for you to either put up or shut up. All of you. And that includes the President of the United States and the Squad. The next story that came out South Carolina's Mark Sanford thinks he's going to challenge President Trump. I got news for you, Mark. Your time has come and gone. And I was living in South Carolina when he was then not Representative Sanford. He was Governor Sanford at that time. And Mark Sanford is not a bad legislator. Mark Sanford is not a bad leader. He's pretty effective, actually, in bringing both sides together. Mark Sanford's problems are personal. Mark Sanford's personal problems have gotten in the way of Mark Sanford's professional prowessness, I guess you could say. His professional plans. Mark Sanford could have been something. He could have been a great leader, but he decided to go down a lane in his professional life that was really uncalled for, and it really hurt his family. It hurt the state of South Carolina, and your time is come and gone, Mark. You are not going to be effective against a Donald Trump, and everybody knows that. And the Republican Party is already 90% behind their president right now and behind their nominee for the 2020 election. And Mark Sanford, you're just going to get in the way. You might be effective as like a little town mayor, maybe, or a little city mayor, and go and help that city grow. And I could see Mark Sanford doing something like that. But as far as running for president against Donald Trump and the Republican Party, Mark Sanford, Huffman, thumbs down. You gotta sit this one out, buddy. This is not for you. Got 3 minutes left, and that gives me just enough time to report on the story, the Kevin Spacey story. So, if you haven't heard, prosecutors dropped that case against Kevin Spacey of groping the young man who was 18 at the time. I keep hearing reports on the news, they keep calling him a young boy or a boy. He was 18. He was a man at the time. The guy that alleged this was a man, a grown 18-year-old man. Said that Kevin Spacey groped him. Prosecutors, during this uproar of Me Too, said we're going to take this case to court. And then there was a civil case. Last week, the civil case was dropped. This week, the criminal charges have been dropped against Kevin Spacey, and it's all because of the young man. The young man has refused to testify about a missing cell phone the defense says contains information supporting Kevin Spacey's claims of innocence. Yeah. So the young man who alleged all of this is refusing to cooperate with the case. So the case is now over. Now, I don't think that Kevin Spacey is innocent of all crimes or all Me Too issues that he has, because this is not the only case against him. But what I will say is I think that these prosecutors got caught up in the Me Too movement. Kevin Spacey got thrown into it as an example. They were trying to set some kind of example and doing it quickly without all the facts really on display. And unfortunately, Kevin Spacey's life changed. He was taken off of the show that he was great on Netflix, House of Cards. So, are the prosecutors and this young man going to give Kevin Spacey his last year back? Because that's what happens when cases go like this. The prosecutors jump too quickly. This young man said something happened but it's still foggy on the details, and then doesn't want to testify when the time has come. And because of that, Kevin Spacey was kicked off of a really amazing show. And what is he going to do now? I think he's been really blacklisted in Hollywood. So, are you going to give Kevin Spacey his years back? And again, all the people that have been caught up in Me Too that really didn't do anything, do they get their lives and their reputations back? I don't know. I think that's a hard one. But I say this, Kevin Spacey, I'm glad that the truth has come out, or what little truth we have on this one, because when people are put on a trial for things, to me, you take away from the true crimes, the true crime victims, the true rapes that are out there. They're happening, our rape kits, the backlogs of rape kits that are everywhere, in every state. And we're not getting to those, but we're putting Kevin Spacey on trial for groping an 18-year-old man that didn't seem to have a problem having a free, illegal drink with Kevin Spacey. I think those are the details. So those are Huffman's headlines for today. Shout out to my friend Ashley Smith. She subscribed to the Huffman Headlines YouTube page. Thank you so much, Ashley Smith. And if you like it, make sure you like these videos, like them, and make sure you subscribe. We're going to try to come out with a new look next week. I got a little help finally. So thank you guys so much for watching. Again, have a great day. Stay out of this heat. You got some air conditioning. Make sure you check on your seniors and all the animals out there.